What's going on? You are watching the best and the worst toys of the week. Some of the best this week is a 1/12 scale, Marvel Legends scale, X-Men Blackbird, and we have the man who's putting it together, making it into a physical reality, joining us tonight and looking at some other toys. Stick around for the show.
Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review.
If anything, the Kim family, they're archetypes.
Which is sad, but not always a bad thing.
I'm okay, I have one.
Let's,
Do you see all the name?
Let's try them. Let's still try.
And I played the wrong intro video, but that's okay. We don't normally stream on Thursdays. We'll be back. We're here every Thursday. But what we're here to talk about is this 1/12 scale, Marvel Legends scale, X-Men Blackbird that's been blowing up on social media this week everywhere we go. And I just heard a lot of comments of people, like, obviously this is something that people want in their collections. Marvel Legends is one of like the top tier collector brands out there. But, is it feasible to have a 1/12 scale collectible vehicle on the consumer market? And so I thought, it looks like there's a lot of interest in this. There's a lot of people who are saying, oh, it would never back as a Haslab. So I thought there's some problems with that. That might work, that might not work. And I said, hey, why just speculate? Let's have the person who's making this happen right now come on and share his thoughts. So I reached out, and I'm glad we could make this happen. Please welcome to the show tonight. You should go follow One Oak Customs, which is linked in the YouTube video description. Please welcome to the stream. We have Hans. What's up?
What's up?
Good to meet you, man. I'm glad you were able to come on in such short notice.
Well, thanks for having me, man. With all this stuff happening, I'm more than willing to answer questions.
Heck yeah. I just saw it come up the other day and I thought of a topic for tonight. I'm like, that's definitely got to go on the best toys of this week. And then again, I saw a lot of comments that people are like, because you know the history of some Marvel Legends Haslabs. Some of them don't always fly through so easily. Some of them didn't even make it. There's certainly some issues with that people had with some of the Haslabs out there. So I'm like, what's the reasoning behind that? Sometimes it's just a little discussion, right? And I thought, I 3D print, and you're the guy 3D printing this thing, that you'd be the best person to talk about some of the struggles and challenges of making something like this. So I'm gonna put the pictures up on the screen real quick. We chatted briefly beforehand, but can you let the people know, like, a little bit about yourself as a collector?
Yeah, I've been doing this thing for about 5-6 years, collecting action figures, but I've been collecting for a long time, but seriously for like 6 years. And then I got into customizing, and I've always wanted to do deep cut figures, deep cut items, and things that I don't think Hasbro will make to fit in my collection.
Okay.
And one of the big ones is, like this, for instance, the Blackbird. It's something I don't think that you could actually make in scale that you could sell as a mass production for a company, because as big as it is, you have to have enough space for it,
Yep.
But I'm willing to make whatever, and then, and try to make it happen. That's my thing.
All right. To give people an idea of scale, can you disclose how tall you are?
I am 6'2".
You're 6'2"?
210 pounds. Yes.
God damn. Dude, this is like a 14-year-old height of that ship, like standing next to you, I bet.
It's like 4 foot, I believe. I haven't even measured it yet. I just put it together. Even when I was building it, like, I thought it only needed 2 sections. It's actually 3 sections. So I had to extend it and add more parts to it.
Wow. All right, so you're 6'2". Sometimes, like, you can tell somebody a number on paper, right? And it just looks like a number. For me, I'm a visual person, so like knowing your height relative to this, it's like, this is insane. So this is a fully 3D printed 1/12 scale Blackbird for your Marvel Legends. Oh shoot, there's been so many updates lately. Just think
It's
about
been
like how
nonstop.
long it's been nonstop. I can tell. How long have you been, like pondering this idea and then getting a design in the works?
Well, if you think about Marvel, they don't have a lot of big vehicles that are, I don't want to say it like that, but memorable as in the fact, like, they've already made most of the things that people would want, right?
Yeah, I agree with you. Totally.
So, I mean, you got like the Quinjet still that they didn't make, which is massive. They've already made, Ghost Rider stuff. What else is there? Like I made the Leopardon stuff because I wanted to go deep cut. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, favorite character in Marvel.
Dope.
But doing something like this, I've been wanting to do any vehicle that I could think of that's out there. And again, these are just my ideas. It comes to life from other artists as well. For example, this was Green Wolf Collector. He did this for me. He did the Leopardon for me. He did my Ghost Rider 2099. I found him online. I saw a couple of things that he did. I thought it was cool. And I was like, yo, man, let's work together. And we've been working together for the past year. And he's amazing. He's great. Like, I appreciate that dude. And he's making all of my dreams come true. So I appreciate him more than he'll ever know.
This is the photo that I saw. You've got 4 printers in the background, all loaded up with the same color blue filament. And I'm assuming like you're just multi-printing different sections at the same time just so you're not sitting around waiting, right? A lot of 3D printing, it's like, when you tell somebody, oh, this print took me 46 hours, and they're like, oh my God. Well, it's not like I stare at the machine for the whole time. Like I'm off doing other stuff, right? It's like a rotisserie chicken. You just put it in and you set it and forget it. And then it comes out and you're ready, you're cooking the whole time. But like, it's not from even just like in toy production, you can design it, you can sculpt it, but you won't know how it all works and fits together until you have like a physical piece, right? So,
Of course.
like, what have been? Can you tell us some challenges that you've been having putting this together? Obviously, it looks fantastic, as we can see right now. But there must have been some bumps along the way to get to this point.
Of course, no printer is perfect. I mean, the newer printers now self-level and do a lot of stuff, but these Neptunes that I'm using, which is Elgu's Neptune 4 Maxes, they do have automatic leveling, but you have to level it yourself. But what I've realized throughout the years, I mean, I've had these for about 2 years now or something around there, and I've had to change the wheels and everything and make it perfect. But after like 4 prints, I like to re-level it out every time. So what happens is, if it's just a little off, when you have something that's super tall, you start seeing the errors at the very top. So you're looking at a 15-hour print and then the top's messed up. So I could give you an example here. Like I thought this was leveled very well, but then when you get to the top, it starts pulling right here. See how you see all that? So this was a, 8-hour print wasted. I mean, I could fix it and sand it, but the whole thing that I like to do is I like to print everything in the exact color so there's no painting.
Yeah, that's the sanding and painting is, I think, the most tedious part for me for 3D printing. So I like you said, if it's one color or if you can separate all the parts, I'll print the parts in different colors and put it together. That would be ideal. That would be the best thing. So looking at this thing, of course, as an X-Men fan, I would love something like this. But you brought up a really good point earlier, which I think is very true. Like if you look at something like Star Wars, there are endless amount of ships that people would want as a collectible, and especially because they have a 3.75-inch line, the legacy scale line, that's more likely to get a physical product, right? Whether it's made to order that they have or Haslabs. But for Marvel, what are the top iconic vehicles, right? I think, like you said, they've had the most success with big characters.
Yes, Galactus. I mean, I have all the Haslabs that come out. I even backed the Robbie Reyes, even though I don't. For me, I didn't think it was worth that amount. But I mean, I'm a sucker for Marvel Legends. I'm not going to lie to you. So I'll buy whatever they really come out with. I've already started, so I'll finish it out. But in the long run, was it really worth that? I mean, you get the GI Joes. What is it? The what's their 4-wheel car? Wow, I'm drawing a blank here.
The chat's got us. I'm not a Joe guy.
Well, their car, goes for $100 and it's on sale right now for 50. But then they wanted to sell that car for $350. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it depends on the price, and people will buy it for the right price.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, for something like this, in my experience, I've sold 3D prints in the past, and a lot of the times they take so long that at the end of it, you want to let it go. You want to sell it for a price that's worth your time, the headache of the failed prints, like you've mentioned, right?
Yeah, plenty of them.
Plenty of them. Your time eating up your printer time. Obviously, the filament that goes into it. So sometimes for me, it gets to a point where like the dollar amount that's worth my time and effort may not translate to what that person is looking for in a product. So like if you want something massive like this, I think from a Haslab project, it's like you have to be ready to put up the money. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes. And so it depends. Like for me, it's different, right? Like you said, my time and effort and the things that I've done to make this. You see, I have 9 printers in total running at all times. Typically, right now I have them off because I'm on here right now.
Thank you.
And big parts of these take 24 to 26 hours to build. This alone took me 5 days nonstop on 9 printers.
Dang,
You know what I'm saying?
5 days.
That's 24 hours just going on 9 printers to build this. Without that, when I first started, I only had 1 printer. For example, I make these 112 transformers. It would take me a week to do one. Now I could do one in a day because I have 9
Right.
printers going. Versus, something like this. Again, this tape took me 5 days straight of printing, nonstop, on 9 printers.
It's a different. I just wanted to to be able to talk about both sides of something like this, whether it's a Haslab like a mass produced product or a 3D printed one by an individual like yourself. There's obviously benefits and costs. I know if it was a Haslab for $900, let's say, people would be like, that's so much money, I can go 3D print one myself. But you're not looking at the price of getting all those printers, right? Whether if you're new to 3D printing, you're not going to print this off the bat. Then you got to get a model for it. Who's going to model it for you? It's not something you can get just free on the internet.
Yeah. So for me, it was, finding a person that will model it for me. Green Wolf was the one that got it for me. On top of that, what are we going to do to make it? How many different rolls do I need? And even with 9 printers, I have to buy 9 separate rolls, even if I don't use them all at
Right.
this point. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, $14 a roll. Just that alone is, almost $130. Just say, for example, just in material alone, and not including, the glass itself that I use on there is 3D printed as well, which is going to be clear resin that I use, and then I paint it myself red.
Shoot,
And then-
material.
And then I use like a real metal rod. This is what runs through the whole thing to hold it together, so it won't, fall apart on you. You know what I'm saying? And this is not even long enough. I have to get a longer one. And this was $15 alone. I need 2 of them. That's $30 right there. You're looking at $250 just alone, just to even start it before you even start putting it together.
That's impressive, right? And then when you sell something like this, when you sell something you 3D printed, you worry about shipping it. Is it going to get damaged in shipping? You really have to package it up for transport, right? And then are you the kind of guy who's like, hey, I've got after sales service. If you break something, am I going to send you a new part? Or
I am that guy. I've
There you
replaced
go.
every single part that has ever broken on any product that I've ever shipped out. And they do break. I mean, I can't help what they do. I could pack it up, and if something's printed on the, straight up and down, and if it snaps at that part, instead of me, it's cleaner when you print it this way. You clean it this way, you see a bunch of lines, but it won't break. But this way it will break. You have to be more sensitive.
Right.
But I've realized, like I've been doing these motorcycles, I was printing them up like this, and all of them were breaking.
Oh,
So
no.
I was like, so now I have to sacrifice, and now I'm doing it at an angle, which doesn't look too bad. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's just, you learn from those mistakes. It's just like this too. I didn't show you earlier, even like this was a perfect print, but this part right here lifted off the bed. So when you put it against the other piece, it has a big gap in between.
There's a
So
gap,
now this
yeah.
is wasted. And then also, how much infill are you going to use? Are you going to make it super thick? You're going to make it thin? You're going to make it light? If it's too light and you drop it, it'll break and crack this. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a broken
You're
piece.
using all
anyways.
PLA, right?
I am using all PLA.
Okay.
But if you take a piece like this and you were to hit it right on the corner, it cracks like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But that's because I'm only doing a 3%, gyro infill. But that's
Are you doing
light
3?
enough. Yeah, this nice. Big, yeah, 3%. I don't know if you can see it in the light.
No, I can't from this camera. Yeah, I'm always seeing how low of an infill I can get away with. I don't think I've gone below 10 yet. But that's cool. 3%. That's good to know. Yeah. So there's so much that goes into this. So yeah, man. Thanks for talking about this. Like, can you go a little bit into what kind of features this has?
The only thing that had, like, you could take the top off, of course, and you could see the whole inside. The wheels do come off, and they will be able to, they just snap into place, or they just hold right there. You could take them off, and then you could fill in the space with, a cap that goes over it. So then it looks like there's no wheels there, and it's like back in the engine or in the plane. And then actually, let me bring it over here so you could actually just see it.
I'll full screen you. Try not to.
All right.
There you go.
So, you have the front. What I'm working on right now is trying to come up with, if I'm going to do lighting and putting holes in the back of this and printing stuff out to have stuff on the screens on each one of these locations. I'm redoing this whole cockpit area where this is going to be gone so it all matches together. Each section, you can make it your section however you want it. You could have 4 chairs, 2 chairs, no chairs, a place where you could hold bags and stuff. There's going to be like hooks that you could put extra stuff.
Wow.
There is a ramp that goes all the way down. And then these all come out and replaced. I only did some magnets in here, so these are magnetized as well.
Is there an X like cut out on the floor?
Yes.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, so
I mean, this is a lot of detail. This is fantastic. Thanks for showing us the close up.
Yeah, no problem. It does fit all the big characters too, but like I said, I didn't put all the magnets in yet. I just started placing it. This is just the prototype. This is not even the final version because I've already had to change a couple of things in here. Gonna add a couple parts, whatnot, and then we just add things to make it a little bit more so they hold together more. But his idea, I was like, hey, I need a clip to hold these pieces together, but I ended up just welding them together. And he's like, let me put like a screen back there so you could like see what's going on with the engines.
Wow. And like the open top is dope too because, I know a lot of people do toy photography in their displays. Like you can get a nice low angle or use one of those probe lenses and get them all sitting inside the plane at the same time. You got the ramp too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So like what did you have to clear out a whole bunch of stuff to have this space in your house for this? Because I feel like anyone who wants this, right? I already have problems with a Haslab Ghost from Star Wars and other ships. So did you have to make a lot of space for this?
I mean, I just built it right on this table. I have 2 desks that I actually have 3 desks that I work on. I have where I do all of my sculpting and whatever I do over here. And then my regular, this is where I usually put all my 3D prints together. And then in here is where I do all of my painting and sculpting is at this desk over here.
Nice.
So, I mean, from sewing to airbrushing to, doing all different types of stuff. It's like where I keep all my extra figures.
Got a whole studio. This is a whole customizing studio here. Damn, look at that. You know what I'm most jealous of? That you can see the floor. I haven't seen the floor of my toy room in 8 years, probably. That's very impressive.
I literally just cleared it out just for the show, just to let you know.
Just for me?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so my true love is stuff like this. Like I made the Superior 6. I did the BC Avengers. I made all these. It's really dusty in here. But yeah, this is my Symbiote 6 plus all of my customs. Like I did all the head sculpts on here myself, 3D sculpting.
Dude.
And then there's, Hayden's 3Ds. He helped me with these right here. With the Samurai, the Captain America. Yeah.
So I saw you had like customized bikes
Yep.
Those things that people can purchase from you?
Yes, I sell those all the time. So I'll
And
show you those too.
what's the usual avenue to go through to buy stuff? Just DM
Right on
you or
Instagram. Yep. DM me and I usually put on there. My bikes usually go for like $35. So here's like one with and what's going on with this camera? There you go. Yeah, this is the World War II Ghost Rider, and then just random bikes. I can make them whatever color. I mean, there's a GP7, and then the Spider Buggy.
damn, that's
Then of
so
course the Leopardon that's taller than me.
Yeah, this is the one that I saw a few months ago on IG.
Yeah.
That is insane, dude.
Yeah. I mean, the sword alone, I mean, I took off that part, but it's my size.
Dude, I feel like it's gonna open up and you can step right into that suit at some point,
Yeah, that'd be
like a mech. That is impressive, dude.
Yeah. But I
So,
mean,
like-
with every project, we always have to make changes, simple changes, and that's what I'm doing right now. We're opening up, the parts that hold the different sections, so I could get them closer and more snug, so it doesn't move as much as well. Because the back end of that is super heavy compared to the front, and that was one of the first issues. So then I knew that I had to get these metal bars in there versus I was using 3D printed sections that were holding them, and then of course I had to upgrade to these metal bars to reinforce it.
I mean, I think this is cool, like a section of the ship by itself. If someone doesn't have this space to display the whole thing and they're just only showing one part of it, this kind of tells a story. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. That'd be, I mean, if somebody wants just a section, I'm down for that too.
Oh wow, there you go. Options. That's very cool. And I mean, that's the beauty. I mean, I just got a notification on my app right now. Your printer has run out of filament. And
Yeah.
that's one headache. You never know what kind of problems can arise from that filament swap that you have to do, right? Or you run out of color and you got to order it, and it's got to wait for Amazon next day. It's a whole thing. So, with the was it the Hell Charger? Was that what it was called?
Yeah.
For you said it was 350 and it was a little bit high. In your opinion, do you think that could have been done 3D printed
I have a 3D printed one.
for that same price or less?
Way less, but I got
Way
that
less.
from Hayden 3D. He designed one like last year, so I 3D printed one. I could grab it so you could see it.
Sure,
But
if-
it's yeah.
if you
Let me
have a
grab it
second.
real quick.
Grab
Yeah,
it.
give
I'm
me
going to
one
say what's up to the people who showed up in the chat tonight. Thanks you
Yeah.
for tuning in. If you're having fun, hit the thumbs up on the video. Let your friends know we're live. Or if you're watching on the replay, say what's up. We got Josh Brown in the chat. D-Cirtle is here. We got Luffy. The Luffy? Channel member Johnny Cock is here. Colossal Custom, thanks for tuning in. We're going to have TNT. We're going to just call you TNT from now on. Says, what's good, everyone? Sebastian Gomez Toys, an awesome 3D sculptor. Go check him out. Flash739. Kawaii Miri is here. I want the mini jets. Thanks for tuning in. Sam Rock, thank you for your support. Sam Rock loves the ship. I think he's one of the people that sent it to me as well. Wicked Fat is back in the chat. Accidental rhyme there. Make Mine Marvel Legends. Chris Babinski, thank you for tuning in. Flash739. Josh Brown says to bring, I think he said to bring this to Legions Con. Are you going to Legions Con?
I am. I have a table at Legion's Con, so I will be bringing this as well. I should be bringing it. So.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, I'm glad I cut in front of everyone at Legion's Con with this. Thanks for hanging out, man. Bat Force Grumps is here. Good to see you. Chad Kinsler, it's been a while. The incredibly talented artist Erwin Papa is here. Man Beast Boy, what's good? Says congrats and what up? Good to see you, man. There you go. I totally hear the X-Men theme song in my head just by seeing this picture. We have Just Jeff 45, my good friend Nigel Downer is here. They said Vamp is Joe and Stinger is Cobra. Oh, this is, I think you were talking about
the
the
Vamp
vehicles
and the
that they
Stinger.
had.
Yes. I'm getting old,
NYC
so I'm it's not working the way it used to.
Dude, you're changing the game, so it doesn't matter. It's NYC Figure Fanatic is here. Says Hans went from being a goat customizer to a goat at 3D printing.
Yeah, I appreciate
yeah.
it, man. That's a good dude right there.
Oof is back in the chat. Brian Acosta, Justin is here. Good to see you. Compulsive Collector, Richard Reyes. Everyone, thank you for being here. Thanks for being a channel member and supporting the channel. And just here to hang out on a Wednesday night and talk some awesome toys. So what happens, like, so now you've done this and you're still in the middle of making this project. If, let's just say in a fantasy world, Hasbro comes out and says, we're putting out a 1/12 scale Blackbird, what would it have to have for you? Like something that you can't do in-house?
Well,
Or are you making,
like,
are you making the effort to put everything that you would want in this Blackbird into the print?
Not as much. I would say I would do that, but that's a lot of work and extra to do. I like to put something on the shelf and look at it. You know, some things
Okay.
I do play with the action figures, but with vehicles, I don't do too much with, but I try to do as much detail that looks good so you could take a photo with it and you're like, okay, that looks good. Now, if Hasbro were to make it, I'm still buying it because I just buy the stuff that they have. I like all their stuff. So, I mean, sometimes, you know, back in the day, like when they had the Bucky Cap mold, I hated it. But now a lot of the body molds are freaking awesome. So,
Right.
I mean, I can't complain. I mean, yeah, the price went up. I'm upset about it. But the quality that has happened from, you know, last year or 2 years ago to now, these figures are starting to be worth the money that they had. So if you were to go back 2 years ago, the version they have now, that would have been a $30 figure back then. Of the quality it is now versus, you know,
Interesting.
pinless, better articulation. But I mean, that's just my opinion. That's not everybody's opinion. But again, I'm a sucker for it, but I collect pretty much everything.
Are you like a licensed sounds guy? Like you said, you know, vehicles, I'm good with it just being on shelf. Because sometimes it'll be a Haslab, right? And there's going to be a pocket of people going, at that price, we should be getting lights and sounds. And then it's like, first of all, do you even use that stuff?
Dude, I've had Galactus since the day I had it. I put him on I played with him for like 2 hours, put him on a shelf. He's been there, and I probably push that button to turn him on like once every 6 months, just to be like, oh, cool, it's still there.
Oh yeah, I have this. I'm not a baby. I don't need it to sing a song to me and light up, right? So you know that's for me. But it's cool. I just, you know, sometimes you see these comments online, so it's just interesting to hear from someone who's making like the physical thing, like what, you know, you have the control here. What are you putting in there? What interests you, right? And what you would expect from a Haslab.
For a Haslab, of course, for the price, everybody wants better. You want your bang for bang for the buck. That's what everybody wants. But for me, I'm making it for myself, and if other people want it, I'm willing to make it for them. But understand it's going to be at the quality that I like. But typically, me, I like to have the detail. I like to have the things there, but it might not make noises and it might not light up, but it's going to do exactly what it needs to do. And you could customize it yourself too. And I did want to show you the Hell Charger, which is this one right here that I 3D printed.
Yeah, you had a couple on in your bookshelves, right?
Yeah, well, I had one that I took. The original one I had was really small, and I just went off of Colts 3D and bought a frame, and I put it together.
Nice.
And I bought the file for the frame, and I sanded that one. This one I didn't sand or do anything with because, again, like I said, it's just sitting in there until I get I'm probably going to buy the Ramen Racer. I'm not going to lie to you. Which is a good price, and I like it, but this fits the mold for now.
Those flames are sweet on the hood there.
Yeah, you could put on this. You could put Robbie Reyes on the hood, and his foot fits in here, so he's like standing on it, and then like you have him with his chains out. I have a picture on my on there. The original one I did of this one I did in resin. If you look on there, there's a resin version. This is FDM, but I did the original, but I sold it to my boy Jordan. It's way down there. It's a long time ago.
Dude, this is so cool.
Yeah, Innovation Model made that one. That one's pretty sick too.
So what's the response like since you posted the Blackbird? Obviously, you know, it's people, a lot of people are talking about it, sharing it, all that stuff. But, you know, for you personally, what's the response been like?
So someone hit me up, and it's actually on Facebook too. And Facebook has like 10,000, almost 11,000 likes on it, and like 700
Goddamn.
comments. And I try to answer as many as I can, but it's there's so much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's awesome. Like I've been doing this for like 5, 6 years consistently. Back in 2020, I deployed overseas and had to take a break. And at that time, I had like 2,000 followers, and I was like, man, I'm on the up and up. But I got back and I stayed consistent. And this is the first time that yesterday I had 2 days ago, I had 109 new followers, then 209, and then 400 new followers yesterday. And I've never seen my numbers jump up that much before. Yeah, you can see how
Dude,
big
look
that
at
thing
this.
is.
This is like what do the kids have? Those play sets. I forget what it's called. But
I
this
know you're talking
looks
about
like
where
a
you could
one.
put like,
They
yeah,
like they make the little Batman ones, right? Or
Yep.
Power Rangers.
Ranger,
Is
the
it
full
Fisher
nasal.
Price?
Yeah, I know little people. I think it is Fisher Price.
I'm not calling this Fisher Price quality. I'm saying like this is like the
Oh,
same
I know.
toy for us at our age. At the Imagine X. Thank you, Josh Brown. Imagine X is dope. Look at that, dude. You put the head on. That's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah, man. We did like 3 different iterations of the head until we got it exactly right. I like things to be accurate as possible. I do not like it when it's just a little off. It bothers me. So this one was pretty spot on from the original, but we added a couple from the original show to the comic book to make this look like the way that I wanted it to look. If this was actual size, it would literally be twice. I think it's 3 times the height if I want it in 1/12 scale
To
per
the
the
scale
book.
of wow.
Per the book. But if you look at like the wow, the comic book, when they're fighting with that, it's not as big. You know, he's holding, you know, somebody in his hand just like this, like a regular person. So the
Right.
scale is all over the place.
You know, it's the beauty of imagination and comics and animation. You can scale it however it fits into frame. I've seen a lot of like fully printed articulated transformers over the last few years. So those have always been interesting. My problem was, excuse me. So when I first started, I got the Ender 3, not even like a Pro or anything. The Ender 3 is like that was the entry level printer for pretty much everybody at that time. And it's pure headaches. Models that were supposed to fit together never fit because, you know, whatever the calibration was. But now I got the Bamboo Labs and I've been putting it to through its paces, and all of like the fitting together parts fit, and it's just like Da Vinci Code. You know, when it comes together, I feel like this whole world is open to me, and all these secrets. So like the quality is so much better now, and to see all the awesome things that you've been putting together. I mean, I've had this. I'm sure you know these, right? The dummy 13. Where
Yes.
it's like a fully articulated action figure that you can put together. This is just printed on a sprue to make it look cool. I downloaded a really small version today, like an inch tall size, and I'm gonna print more of these. These are dope. People customize all these and make different style figures for Dummy 13. Yeah, the capabilities from like personal 3D printing is so crazy, and I think you're really pushing the limits here with what you know, collector level can do.
Yeah, for sure. And that's my whole thing. I just want to make things that no one else has made, and just, you know, just want people to look at it and be like, man, it is possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
Dang, are you a Hot Wheels guy too?
No.
This is just. Oh, this is somebody's Kickstarter. I thought you printed this city.
Oh no, that's for yeah, that was somebody's Kickstarter I got with him because I play board games, so I do miniatures like Zombie
Okay.
Side.
Oh shoot, I
stuff like
realize I'm
that.
not even sharing right now. I'm a professional YouTuber. There you go.
Yeah, it's for like Zombie Side and stuff like that. So when you play games, like each section, it's a fun game to play. Which they did a Marvel Zombies, so I kickstarted that. So I wanted a whole world, so when my friends come over, that we could play this game too. And I just got into board gaming like 3 or 4 years ago myself, and I couldn't. I enjoy it. It's fun.
I mean, I think that and 3D printing go hand in hand.
Yep.
Plus, you've got the whole paint station, airbrush station, all that customizing stuff. You must be having a hell of a time with this hobby.
It's time is the biggest thing for me, right? I got 3 kids. I'm married, 2 dogs. I'm always busy.
Yeah, like you can buy more printers all the time, but you can't print more of yourself to do
No.
all the things. One thing I did want to ask, you've been doing this, a few years, and have you noticed a cost increase in terms of getting materials, getting printers with, with pricing going up lately?
No, actually, the filament is pretty cheap. It's been the same price ever since I've been starting. Actually, I feel like some of it's gotten cheaper.
Oh, really?
Printers like that Century Carbon that you see in that right there, that is a $299 printer, and I'm telling you what, the quality is just as good as the carbon, or the not carbon, but the Bamboo Labs as for that price. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't
Really?
do multicolor, but it is pretty good. It's just as fast. The quality is really good. I like it, but I mean, what I love about the Bamboo Labs is that I have an app that tells me everything I need to. I could see it from anywhere. I could stop it from anywhere, and that's something that's untouchable compared to, you have something like this where you have to be there on the spot.
I've been telling the chat for the last month since I got my P1S. I've been scrolling that Bamboo Handy app more often than like doom scrolling Instagram or Reddit. I'll just go, what looks cool? I'll save that to this folder and print it when I have time. And the cool part is they have these contests where people can design things based on the theme, and then they can win gift cards and prizes. But what that's doing is constantly adding new files and new things for people to be able to print. So you're not just buying a printer and go, well, what do I do now? Right? Like,
You have,
what am I
you
supposed
have everything. I mean, you could print out the Sunny, from One Piece, all different stuff. Like even that, like I printed those for the game too. That was on there.
Yeah. It's
and like you
insane.
said, see, those fit perfectly. My old printers that would not
man.
fit perfectly. They felt like a glove.
Yeah, I printed a R2D2 stand for my Google Mini, and it didn't fit together. I had to shave off corners just to be able to fit it. It sucks. I hated doing that. And so I kind of resented printing stuff like that for years. And so I stopped for a little bit, and then now, honestly, with Bamboo, it's, in my experience, it's been crazy. There you go. Oof says, I want to print everything. Steve 3, what's up, man? Steve 3 says, what's your go-to filament?
It's always been Sunlu, which thank God, I appreciate them. They sponsored me and actually flew me out to LA, and I did rapid TCT. I
What's
got
that?
to meet, it's a place where they have every company, Bamboo Labs to Elgu to every filament thing. Boeing was out there, Top Flight, Formula One. It was so big in LA, and it was all these different printers. Like what you see on the floor here is literally like the bottom of bottom tier, even the Bamboo Labs, compared to all the type of printers that are actually out there. Some that are as big as this. They brought one that was as big as this room, and it was printing out furniture while we were there.
Oh, that's insane. Oh yeah, I've seen those ones where it's the size of like a backyard shed, and they're 3D printing like 1-to-1 size figures.
Yep. So I got to meet Frankly Built, Uncle Jesse. I got to meet up with Elgu. That's when Elgu hit me up. Uncle Jesse was there. He shouted me out, and then Elgu hit me up and asked me if I wanted to test out some of their printers. So I got lucky. Again, like I said, Sunlu believed in me, and they've sponsored me, and I'm not afraid to say, I love it. You know what I'm saying? So they hook me up all the time.
That's insane. So how far off do you think you are from, time-wise, from the Blackbird being where you want it to be, do you think?
Probably a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
as fast as
cool.
my art is, as fast as Green Wolf could make the 4 things that I want fixed, and then I'll print it out and I'll put it together. because after we're off the phone here, I already ordered like 20 new rolls. So tomorrow morning, when it comes in from Amazon the next day, I'm gonna have all these lined up, and I'm just gonna start printing them all. I had to find out where the hot points were on my printers because, like I said, it was lifting on certain places. So I found them on the last 3 prints. So I know where to orientate, the orientation of each one where they need to go on the bed. So then I can make this even faster.
That's super cool, man. You don't have you looked into, do you need to make an enclosure? Like, are there temperature fluctuations in there that's affecting your prints, or you're just like, my room is consistent?
My room's good. That's why I like PLA, because PLA is easy to work with. You start working with other ones, you have to have, ABS, or what's the other stuff that you have to use, like an enclosed area. Yeah. So I like PLA for that reason. It's cheap, and it's not as good. I mean, it's not made to be outside. Like one time I painted something and left it outside, and that thing just like caved in from the heat.
Oh no.
So I was like, okay, that's not right. But if you use like PETG, it doesn't do that. So I use PETG for certain things, like stuff I would use for outside or something I would like to have outside.
It's funny, if it weren't for this hobby, I wouldn't know about like PET plastics. Because I was in Japan and they have like garbage cans, and Japan's already living in the future. But like by day 3, I'm like, why do they have so many garbage cans for pet bottles? Like, are there that many people with dogs that are bringing water bottles? I'm like, why are there and then that's when it's the material, like PET plastic. And then I'm like, wait, does the average citizen in Japan know what like PET plastics are to differentiate from what they throw out? So I'm like, all right, they're way too advanced. It's awesome. All right, dude, that's really cool. Everyone, Hans says he's about a week out from perfecting this ship. So definitely go check out One Oak Customs. I've linked him in the YouTube video description. And then at that point, we're going to see how this blows up even more when it's done, man. But as a collector, let the people know. There are some new toys that I want to talk about. This Blackbird is definitely on my favorite for best toys of the week. But for yourself, what are you a collector of?
So this week I just got the Mondo Ghostbusters. Peter,
real Ghostbusters.
And it is fantastic. I just got the Jada Toys Scooby-Doo figures.
Nice.
Which are really good. And then I also got the Storm Collectibles Ryu and Ken last week, which is fantastic. And Jada Toys Street Fighter is good too, but that's Street Fighter 2 versus Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter 3 type stuff. But my main thing that I collect, of course, is Marvel Legends. Then I collect all the NECA Ninja Turtle stuff. I collect
every Ninja Turtle iteration, because they've got everything.
I have every cartoon figure out to date, except for the bunny suits. I didn't get that one when that came out. I'm not willing to spend that money for a variant that I don't really care for.
Right.
Yeah. And then, I started doing this whole wall back here. Like I said, I just started collecting the McFarlane Batman animated series. And then, I'm doing the Ghostbusters. I'm doing the Scooby-Doo. I got Biker Mice from Mars. And I have the little monsters. Again, Power Rangers. All this wall is the stuff that I watched growing up in the American style. But then over here, you have all my anime stuff in this corner.
Ooh,
which
and
is gonna
anime.
Yeah, so I do all of the SHFiguarts. I have I'm collecting the One Piece, Naruto, and My Hero. But I mean, of course, I got the Naruto tattoo.
Hold on. Let me enlarge.
So father.
Oh, there you go.
I can't even do it right. There you go. But I mean, I got this done like 8 years ago, so it needs to be redone.
That's awesome, man. Like, okay, so you mentioned earlier you had 2 kids or 3 kids?
3 kids.
3
2
kids.
boys and a girl. My son is 18. My other son's about to be 18, and my daughter is 7, turning 8.
Ooh. Are they in there like, Dad, can you print me this? Can you print me that? No?
Nah, my boys played. I coached baseball, and we played a lot of sports, and then they got girlfriends, and that's all they care about is girls now, which I don't blame them. I mean,
no, I had that era of when when people ask, like, what's your collecting journey been? Well, there was that time when, toys was not a priority.
Yep. Yeah. So girls are what they're down for right now, but they're both working, and they don't usually come down here for, to play with anything or touch anything. Even when they were younger, they were into like Bakugan and, video games more than they were toys ever. And if it was toys, it was like Nerf guns and stuff like that. I tried getting them. I was like, yo, look at this toy. You want to buy it? They're like, no. I'm like, dang. Dang.
Yeah, there's always that quiet enabling, subtle enabling to your own family.
For sure.
Davey Sock Rocker says the ball is in Hasbro's court now. I mean, before we look at some of the toys of the week, do you think it's feasible for like, even if they put one out, do you think it'll get backed from Hasbro, a Haslab Blackbird?
Are you talking about this size?
Yeah, if someone
This would
goes
be
and
the
sees your
biggest
post,
thing that they have ever made
yeah,
as a Haslab. This thing's going to cost you about $1,200 to $1,500 from them.
right.
I will guarantee it. It'd have to be that or more. This stuff, like I said, I'm only using so many rolls because I'm doing a 3% infill. But if I want it to be even sturdier, I'd have to do 8% infill. So this thing would be double the weight,
Right.
or triple, whatever. I'm not mathing right now, but you know what I mean.
It's all good. For people like who don't know infill, it's just like how hollow you want the inside of the each piece to be, right? If there's a higher percentage infill, it's going to be heavier, but it's going to use more
Denser.
material, and the print time is going to take exponentially longer. So you can do like a crisp different patterns inside to give it the same sort of strength and structure while not having to fill in all the space inside. So yeah, I mean, if this was mass produced, they'd be just injecting plastic into all these molds and probably be pretty damn heavy to ship
Yes.
out a ship that size. So, let's say, yeah, probably like over a G, and who knows how many minimum they would need to get it into production. That would be I think quite a feat to accomplish.
I'll answer the question right now. If I were to make this in the future for other people, which I plan on doing, at minimum, I'm going to have to start at like 700 just for the time, like, putting it together, making sure I got everything. Max, I would probably just do a G. But of course, we got to worry about shipping and stuff like that. So if you are interested, know that that's where my price point probably would be. Again, time is not on my side because I have kids and families. And if I'm going to make it, it has to be worth it for me to do. And that's how I go buy it. I try to do the best prices possible with all my other stuff, like my motorcycles that you posted on there earlier, that green one, $35. You know what I'm saying? You get that cool thing. I try to do the best that I can to help people out, but I only can help so many, when I have a lot of other stuff I got to take care of too.
Yeah, man, I hear you. And you know what? I like that you back up your sales and your prints too. So
Yeah,
that's
something
that's always
breaks,
something
I'll
that
send
people,
you a new part.
yeah. That's dope. All right, you mentioned McFarlane earlier. I wanted to. These usually on best and the worst toys of the week. More often than not, there's one or two McFarlane that make me go, I don't know about this. But
I don't
let
click
me know what
McFarlane
you
except
think.
for that one. Okay.
What do you think about the Batman Returns wave they revealed this week?
Another Batman.
Well, yeah, it's going to be another Batman. Last week we talked about Black Mask Batman, and the comments were like, even for Black Mask, they had to make it Batman. But obviously, Batman Returns, if they're going out mid 2026, they're trying to get everything in.
I think the problem is still I can't even, like, I started off doing all the Batmans from McFarlane. I sold them all because at that size, it just doesn't fit my collection. If it's not 112, I don't want to collect it. So I really can't say I have an opinion on the newer ones because I don't even look at them. So that I think they look great, but they just wouldn't fit in my collection.
Yeah, I think look wise, this is a pretty awesome Catwoman in terms of getting the look of the what would this material be in the movie?
That would be plastic. It was plastic bags is what it was supposed to be, like trash bags. I think it was that she was using.
They were so shiny. Is it like vinyl or latex? Is it latex?
Latex.
Yeah, I think she's great. The face, it's
Michelle
pretty
Pfeiffer.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They have the penguins, which is kind of crazy to me as a 3-pack. But at least you're getting 3 in a pack and not like one. Like if you buy Jawas from Black Series, you get like one Jawa in a box for the same price, and it's like, come on, fill up that space. Give me more of the half characters. Max Shrek is going to be first. It's first released somewhere. I don't remember what store. I'm looking for. I think I'm gonna grab this whole wave. This guy, I mean, he has soft goods. That's pretty
That
dope.
looks good. I didn't even
Right?
see this one yet, and that looks great.
It gets better. Well, it depends who you are. There's this GameStop exclusive of the penguin and the duck.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
I don't know. This head sculpt's not great, but the duck
How
itself,
can
I
it have
think, is
been
fantastic.
6 inches though?
It's too late to ask that question now.
I know. That's why I don't collect it.
Oh, we got a super chat from Shane Shooter. Thank you so much. It says, your Blackbird is awesome. That's obviously for you. Hans, it says, I want them to make it. I don't care. I'm assuming that's Hasbro. I bet they can get 30K backers, which would help. I think they can do it. 30K, 30,000 backers would be
Insane.
30,000 times $1,000.
1,000. Yeah.
Let's say if we say an easy number to math, so it'd be $30 million that they get off of this. If that were to happen, that's a lot of dough.
Well, let me start.
Dude, the cool part is like once you get that, then you can take some of the money and get another printer, and then now you're increasing your output, right?
That's the plan.
And just getting more. Yeah, I love that idea. Claudio, what's up, Claudio? Haven't seen you in a while, man. He says the Commando Penguin 3-pack also comes with another Penguin jacket. That's awesome, dude. Thank you for the tip. All right, I think this week this goes into best for me. Chat, let me know what you think. There's a few more, and then we're gonna get out of here. I do want to mention I just put up a review for the Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Morph up on the YouTube channel right now. If you want to go check that out afterwards, there's so much good stuff this week. I don't know if you do Threezero, but this video game, this Spider-Man advanced suit, looks
It's my
really
favorite Spider-Man suit. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Besides the Scarlet Spider, this is mine. After playing both games, I mean, it's fantastic, dude. I loved every bit of it. I like the white accents. Of course, the classic will always be the classic, but this suit right here is just, modernized perfectly for today's day. Beautiful.
Yeah, like the running shoes just seem very like future and techy, but like look at all the
Exactly.
textures they have on this figure though.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Let's see. They showed off. There was what is this?
SHFiguarts.
This is the Tamashii Nation's live action figure expo running for September 12th to November 3, and they showed this is the recently revealed Gamerverse Spider-Man, now like a physical one posed up with their Gamerverse Cyclops on display. Great to see this actual. Are you collecting this line too?
Yeah, I hope they're in scale with the the Marvel Legends and the Storm collectibles. But I'm still gonna get them, of course. But I hope and pray that they're the same size. I'm a scale person,
Yeah.
which I'm gonna do. I'm doing working with a couple people, and we're making a couple too. Like this Captain Commando. That will be.
Oh yeah, I saw that on your page.
But yeah, that's with Pizzatron. This is his design. We're fitting it, and then I'm gonna paint it and make sure that it works. And then you can order it from him, the kit.
Hell yeah. I don't know if you are following Inart. I love their 112 stuff. I saw their Negan from The Walking Dead 1/6 scale in San Diego, and then they just announced this Rick Grimes. Look at these photos. I mean, this is the figure. This is not the actor.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Those are
insane.
amazing.
It's a great photo altogether, but like I think they captured the actor's likeness on the Negan really nicely, and then this Rick too is superb. Soft goods.
Yeah,
Looks nice and scale.
after Glenn got his head bashed in, I stopped watching that show.
Me
and
too.
It was awesome, Malta. And so that whole time it was great. And then after that happened, I was like, I'm good.
It was hard. It was a guttural feeling. Like I felt sick.
Yep.
So, all right. This one, I don't know why this is in here, but this cracks me up.
On one side, we have 4 medium rare. 4 medium rare.
Wait, what do you say? Medium rare or medium well?
Medium rare.
I watched it like 40 times. I'm still not sure what he's saying, but I'm glad I saved it on here.
That's good.
All right. Hiya Toys usually has some really cool stuff. I like that they went with this character, but I don't know if this is like Michael B. Jordan, like if it's spot on enough for this figure. I think it's a little bit off. Oh, there you go. Who
Yeah.
says those look like magazine covers? We have Ryan Dole in the chat. Dole, yeah, I'll get to Dole in a second. You're going to be streaming soon. Yeah, this one I think is kind of a miss for me, but otherwise I like the character selection. I need more of these figures, more from that whole movie line. I think.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of those ones.
How about Rambo?
Watched all that.
John
going on.
Rambo, First Blood. Threezero doing some awesome stuff. They have what is it, Cyberpunk, coming out or going up soon too. That's awesome. Why is there so much 1/6 stuff this week? Are you watching Demon? I keep
Demon Slayer?
confusing it now that K-pop.
Yeah, I just watched
Demon.
the movie. I watched it on the 12th when it came out. I went to the movie theater and watched it. It's 3 hours long.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, look at the accessories too. Yeah, this is some of the best 1/6 stuff that I've seen this week. And then we're gonna get to the last SHF one. Mafex is doing Suicide Squad. It seems a little bit delayed, doesn't it? Like, just out of. I don't think the movie's been out long enough that it's like, oh, I'm feeling nostalgic about this movie. It's just like a little bit late.
Yeah,
It's in that
it
weird
was a
zone.
decent movie, but like the suit was awesome. I thought it was great, but I don't know if I want something like that. Again, I'm not a DC person, so I can't really speak on it. So I should just keep my mouth shut.
It's okay. You can, it kind of looks like Idris Elba. That's cool. A Peacemaker would be awesome. Whoever put this GIF, hell yeah, that
Yeah.
show's been solid. All right, I don't watch My Hero. Is that one of your anime that you watch?
I do.
Tell me about
She
this
takes
character.
people. She uses blood from other people, and she could morph into those people when she takes their blood. And she's awesome. She's a fun character. I mean, she's like in love with the main antagonist, but she's a bad guy or protagonist.
I like,
but yeah,
so she's got like vampire like teeth, so that whole kind of using their blood makes sense. But I want to point out this thing looks insane. Like all the accessories that it comes with, it looks good with or without all the gear. And I don't know if it's the photos that's making it look badass or it's just a good looking figure overall.
she has a big fan base, so she's a cool character. It's like she's confused about a lot of things. She doesn't know where she wants to be, but she knows she's a bad guy. But there's parts of her that has to understand why she's in where she is. You just have to watch the show too. But I like her as a character.
I just look at this and I think about Momo from the Don to Don SHF line, and I'm like, that figure's range of motion is so limited, but in terms of design, I don't think it's that far off from this. It's because that Momo is also in a school uniform, right?
Yeah,
but she doesn't move as much as this. It looks like this has a lot more articulation in the body area.
Well, this is more bubbly style versus, Momo has like the skinnier body. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes a difference for them, because if you look at like any of like Tanjiro or any of the characters that are from Demon Slayer, they have the bigger legs, so they use the pants, so certain parts can move better than others. I don't know why this would be better articulation than one that has less stuff on it with Momo, where she could have been way
Right?
better.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Just looking at this, I feel like it's already able to do so much more than Momo. But then again, from what I've learned, there's like different teams that work on different brands, and the Don Does a Don stuff has been a little bit of a letdown. It's like
subpar.
0 for 3 so far. I just did a review of Seiko, the granny, and it's like I thought the QC was so bad. I thought I got a knockoff until more of my friends got it, and they're like, no. The ankles are loose, the shoulders are garbage, like arms are popping off, and it's just disappointing at that point.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, it's hit or miss, and depends on what group is doing it. Like I got the Blackbeard, I think it's awesome, but like the whole leg movement and stuff like that, it's like it's cool. I think that's the only way it would work, but it's $230 later. Was it really worth it? It looks beautiful, but I don't know if it's like I had to have. But me, I had to have it, of course.
Immediately contradicted yourself.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, you just answered a question that you posed. You're like, I don't know if I need it. I'm getting it. Was there anything that you noticed this week out there that you feel like is worthy of mention in the best or worst of the week?
I haven't really been paying attention because I've been making this Blackbird behind me right here. The moment I get home from work, I work 10 hours, come home, eat, and then go downstairs. Eat, hang out with my family. And when they go to bed, I'm down here from, 10 o'clock till 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's me. Same plan. This is my second part of the day. My second day, almost coming down here doing this or editing videos. That's what's going on. There was one more thing. We had the NECA. You mentioned you collect NECA Turtles. They've been showing some photos of the 2012 Turtles. I think they showed Leo stuff today, but my favorite thing is no, it's not. It's the Mikey that comes with.
Oh, yeah.
Mikey comes with Ice Cream Kitty, which is for years. That figure never got made in the original line, so I've been looking for a 3D model of Ice Cream Kitty. And then when you search those like very vague words, it's like you're not gonna find it. And then who even modeled it? So now, for everyone who pre-ordered this whole wave, that's awesome. But I'm probably gonna get Mikey when I see it for Ice Cream Kitty, and then we'll see. Is the Shredder looking good? Oh, you got a little Utrom there. Are you all in on this wave too? Because you no, sorry, you have everything cartoon. You said, right?
Yeah, the original cartoon. I mean, I probably grab these just because I like them too, but I don't know yet. I need to be very selective, especially that I'm starting to print more and getting more printers. I'm gonna have to start shutting some of this down and packing it up so I can put more printers in here.
Before we wrap up, like on the anime side, what kind of stuff have you made and printed for that side of the hobby?
I don't know if you saw it on there. You'd have to look at my page, but I did make a Frankie robot in almost the 1/12 scale with the SHFiguarts. It's down there a little bit. But that was the only anime thing I've made so far, I believe.
Okay.
You'll see it. It's huge. So past this part, this is when I was going to Legion's Con last year. Sentinel.
What is this Auk with? Holy crap! These are awesome.
So Green I did the Sinister Six. This was for Legion's Con. I used all of the Legion's figures, and I made Marvel figures. I made all of these. So Sandman, Venom.
You're not the one who did those Avengers. Were you?
No, that's Emil who did the Avengers. I did.
Okay, right.
Yeah, Emil did those ones. So I did these. Those were mine. And then there's that 4'10" Transformer, Devastator.
Oh shoot! Scale. We just saw those shelves.
And then right there's the Frankie. Down one. Right there.
Damn. Okay, that qualifies. That's sick.
3D printed.
Man, this is awesome stuff. How long does this one take? Couple days?
Yeah, it took a little bit longer because I didn't have as many colors that I needed, so I only had one roll of red, so I had to wait each individual. That's where the time kills you, right? That you only do one color at a time.
I know.
And at that time when I printed this, I only had 4 printers, not as many as I have now.
Incredible. All right, let's see. Shane says, I just didn't know you were selling the Blackbird. If you please have some kind of hanging mechanism built in. Ooh, like a hanging display?
This thing is heavy to do something like that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It could be with the legs, but there could probably something I could come up with to hold it from the bottom, and you could put it like on like two things to hold it from the front and back, possibly. But I mean, hey, once you have it, you could figure out ways to put it up. That's on you, but just don't drop it.
Yeah, that's not part. That's not going to be part of the after sales coverage, is it? If you drop it from your ceiling from hang, it's going to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
crazy. Ethan, what's good, man? Good to see you in the chat. You got your Emma Frost Marvel Legends. Congrats. She is pretty cool. Josh Brown says, still proudly displaying my Commander Shep I got from you last year. Love it.
Yeah, I did a Commander Shepherd for our Legion's Con as well.
Give me my Blackbird, says HollowNet 1. Hell yeah. All right, dude. We're coming up on just over an hour.
Yeah.
This Blackbird obviously is one of the coolest things going on in the community right now. Yeah, let me give you a little. That is unreal. And you got like the whole gang of vehicles driving by, driving it like undersided.
Oh yeah, so you can see scale. 112. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean you had a photo too next to a Haslab Sentinel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was before I put the third section in.
Yeah, like I had dinner the other night and I had people over. I need to add another section to my dining table. Put the leaflet in to extend. That's what you got going on in your house, but that sounds like a lot more fun. But dude, Hans, thank you so much for coming out, coming on the show tonight to talk about this incredible thing that you're working on. And obviously, it's taking the hobby by storm, probably inspiring a lot of people, which is great because you're somebody who's out there, trying to get your artistic ideas from your brain to a 3D printed, tangible, collectible or display piece in your hand. So I think that's awesome, dude.
For sure. I do want to say first things foremost is thank you to all the other artists out there that have helped me throughout this whole thing. They are the geniuses that put it together. Innovation Model, Green Wolf, Hayden 3D, Pizzatron. I could go on and on. These guys are amazing, fantastic. Go follow them. If you have an idea, go to them. They might be able to make it for you. But I mean, it's what you're willing to pay and what you're willing to do to make your dreams come true, I guess you could say. And hopefully I could bring out the heat, which I got a couple things coming in on the works that I think that's going to be pretty hot out there as well. It probably won't do as good as this because this is very, very iconic versus the deep cut stuff I'm going to be putting out here shortly.
Right. Awesome, man. 10 Customs on Instagram. Is there anything other people should be checking out?
I mean, I'm only on Instagram, but yeah, you should be checking out those other artists I just posted out there. Remember, this community is great because of everybody that's involved and everybody getting together and doing things like this. And I'm just glad I'm a part of it.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, I had some ideas. I got in touch with a sculptor too, and you get to keep it within the community, and everyone's just building off of each other and making cool stuff. So I love the whole idea of it. All right, I've got the Marvel Legends Morph video up on YouTube right now. There's a review for Cable, Logan, and Emma Frost, and the Gamerverse Juggernaut. I know those are starting to hit EB Games here in Canada, so go give those a watch. And more videos coming soon. Tomorrow night, I'm live with Mikey from the Figure Report, 9 p.m. Eastern, same channel here. And, I've been 3D printing so much lately, I started a new 3D printing Instagram account just to post the stuff there, and it's been a lot of fun. Hans, thank you so much.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Everyone, if you had a good time watching the show, hit the thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that you enjoyed it, and somebody out there might as well. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a great night, and keep toying around. Peace. I should have watched that Japanese Spider-Man. I never watched that.
It's not bad. It's not the best either.